As of today, I've been living in my 2016 GMC Savannah van for 2 years and 4 days without a ceiling. Join us today. We're gonna get in there and see if we can't change that. Well, let's hop on in here and see what we're getting ourselves into. And this is nice. This is the 3M thin slit insulation. It is a monster of an insulation. It's so good. Toasty warm in here in the winter, and kind of keeps the coolness in here. It keeps the heat out in the summer. So it's been great, but sick of looking at it. So it's time to cover it up. So we have that here. I mean, this is like a sleeping bag in here. It's cozy. And then just in these ribs along here, I've got some spray foam. So I just went around, spray foamed all of the little crevices from side to side, and that seems to do the trick. But today we are going to give this thing a whole new look. But what I'm thinking is some cedar slats running this way. There's going to be 4 of them, and then almost like panels, so some plywood panels in between that the cedar slats will hold up. I like the idea. The panels will be nice and easy to take out, so if you got to do any electrical work, I'll eventually put some lights in, but for today we're just going to get the slats up and get the paneling cut and cut to size. All right, so we got a couple things we're going to grab for this. We're going to head over to the Home Depot and then get to work. Alma's ready for action. All right, and a successful mission here at the Home Depot. Those guys in there are always great. And we got ourselves what we need to get this ceiling in. So we got these 2 8-foot pieces of cedar fence board, untreated, which is nice. And then some ply. The guy actually cut it for us, which was awesome. So that'll save us a few steps. Rough cut. We may have to trim her down a bit to fit, but worked out what nice. This is that revolutionary board, nice and light. And hopefully holds a bit of a stain, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so these guys are 8-foot pieces, and from side to side on the roof of the van is 4 feet. So the first thing we're going to do is chop these 2 in half. And yes, we are going to do this in the parking lot of the Home Depot, because sometimes that's the best space to do it. It always works, because if you need anything, the Home Depot is right there. All right, well, the van is a bit of a disaster here with all my tools pulled out from under the bed. But it looks like this is going to go on there perfectly. That is exactly what we're looking for. So up here too, we have all this wiring for the van that runs from the front to the back, for the brake lights and the license plate lights and wiring stuff back there. I did not touch that. I was afraid to touch that, and I am still not going to. So we're going to get this roof put in and leave that as is. And also this metal rib kind of corner here of the van is, I'm going to leave this exposed. I mean, at first I thought there should be a way to cover it, but it actually works great. I've got a bunch of these rare earth magnet hooks around the van here, and they are fantastic. Picked those up at Lee Valley. I think it's like 10 or 12 bucks for 3 of them, and they are great. All right, well, we hit our boards with an 80, then a 120, and now we're just giving her a nice smooth 220. Just to give her a nice smoothness. I'm debating whether I want to put the sealant on or not. These boards smell good. I was hesitant because I didn't want to get rid of the smell, but I'm only going to do the one side. But I think it, you know, it's bringing out the grain a little bit. These two are finished, these two here, and then these two are not. So it does, it looks like it kind of deepened the grain a bit. Yeah, I think they look pretty good with that, just that light coat of stain on there. All right, so this is a 5.5-inch board. We got at 1 3/4 and 3 3/4. We got our holes 1.5 inches from here. And go ahead and drill them. Okay, so what we're doing essentially is getting this board just up here and running it across there. So got these 2 pilot holes put in here. We're hoping to put the screws right in there. We're going to start in the back. My biggest worry is this screw goes through and through the roof. The one thing with these self-tappers, you do want to get a little bit of a pre-hole or something. You don't want the screw when it goes in to skate around on you. Okay, so these longer ones aren't going to go through. So this is good. Well, I think that worked. We got our first cross beam up here. Solid. Solid enough. And we got him in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No screw holes up here. Thank God. Oh man, got to get this washed up here. It's been a while. That fan's looking dirty too. Anyway, right on. These are up. What do you think, Alma? Yeah. But I think this one. So I've had to make these cuts to just be able to wedge it in underneath the beam and then squeeze it through. So I think we might get it. Let's see. See if this does it. Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! That's it. We are in. There it is. Yes! There it is. Beautiful. All right. We got one in. Okay. I love it. Get these all fit, and then we're going to pull them out. Well, let's get them all fit. All right, and I think we might be making a little bit of progress in here. We got 3 of these panels up. They're looking pretty good. I'm happy with them. They slide right in, slide right out. Now we got the 2 where we got to cut the holes for the fan. This one's just going to go up under the headliner, and I might put, well, I will trim these out so there will be a little support holding them. So we'll see how these ones go. But these 3 in. Have to take them out here at some point and stain them, but I like the look of it. Okay, not too sure if you can see this well in that this light, but we got the footprint of the fan here ready to be cut out. And I just want to say one thing. It was a beautiful day out here. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I don't know if you can tell behind me. I'm not too sure if the sun's just too much, but it's pretty hazy. It was beautiful blue skies before, but it's kind of hazy out here now. And they are saying that that is the wildfires from, that's some haze, some smoke from Saskatchewan and Manitoba, which is crazy. It's, you can definitely see it. I can't smell it, but they did say it was going to blow in this afternoon, and what do you know? It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and the sky just kind of got this weird gray. Over here, it's kind of bluebird still. So I think I measured this up twice. Should be the proper hole for the fan. We're cutting a hole. There's no going back. And there we have it. Another hole the size of that fan. Forgive me for this awful videotaping. I've never really tried to work and film at the same time before. This is like next level stuff. And I'm not there. This up. We just gotta get that back just a little bit more, and like half an inch, and we got the room there. Well, I could almost live with that until we get it stained and get that piece cut. I mean, I got to take this out to stain it still and put a little cut up here for these wires to run in here. I'm going to put a little notch, and then I got a notch back here for the wires to go through, but I just might want to notch this and run the wires straight back over to here. That's what this is all about, just making the wiring way easier and safer. Okay, that's got to be just doctored a little bit, but I think the cut is right. Once we get those wires out of here, that'll be able to slide forward enough to slip into here. One more panel to go. All right, and we got fan hole number 2 and a big, huge mess in here. But this might be it. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good. It's the last one. That last little cut didn't work, but we shaved a little bit off this left-hand side because there's some big chunky wires over there. So I think that's kind of our best bet. Wires will have to cut up to get up there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. All right. There it is. Build a little frame around here. But that, like a glove. That is right up there. All right. Alma, what do you think, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, it's looking good. We got a ceiling. We got a ceiling. That's super cool. Super cool, buddy. Now we just got to make it look a little prettier. Okay, right on. Let's take a look at what this looks like just kind of coming into the van here. Yeah. Okay, the cedar planks look good. Get these all just doctored up perfect. Well, nothing's perfect, but. Well, guys, I am beat. Thank you very much for sticking around with that for this one. You know, I should have known better. That took me about 3 times as long as I thought it would. I figured if I thought about that for 2 years, it would take me 2 hours to do it, but did not happen that way. Anyway, I'm glad we got it up there. We're going to polish it up, fix it up, make it look good. But as for right now, this van is looking pretty worse for the wear that has been through here today. There's sawdust everywhere, there's crap, it's everywhere. Thanks to Home Depot for letting us hang out in their parking lot today, get this taken care of. It is about 5 o'clock, 5:30 I think. I haven't eaten since this morning, so gonna go get a bite to eat, find ourselves a spot where we can park it for a bit and get this thing cleaned up and aired out fresh. Thanks so much for joining me on this one. We got that ceiling in, and I got to tell you, it feels great. We hopped in the car and cruised down the South Shore, Nova Scotia here for about 2 hours. Grabbed ourselves a campground here. We're going to be here for the night and probably tomorrow night. So we'll get out and do some exploring. I mean, it looks a lot nicer than the Home Depot parking lot, I must say. As nice as that was to have a space to work this afternoon, this will be a nice place to relax tonight. So I'm going to leave it here. We'll catch up and do some exploring in the morning. Right on, guys. Thank you. Cheers.